What's good? What's good, YouTube family? Your favorite two are back again as promised. Happy Monday to everybody. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend like we did.
We
had
did.
a very, very, very good weekend, man. Plug got to meet the fam, majority.
Yes, indeed.
So it was a good weekend, man. Very, very good weekend.
Man, that's what you call togetherness right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call a unit right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo.
A lot of people talk about it on the internet, but we actually have it. See, so that's the difference. That's the difference.
Big difference.
Y'all talk about how close you are and how stable your family is.
Yeah.
We have that. We got that.
Yeah. And all of them making moves too.
Yeah.
And all of them making moves too. All of them eating too. They got big bowls over there. You know what I'm saying? From the men to the women to the youngins coming up. Everybody trying to get to it. I love it.
Yeah, my pops was like, tell Plug, I'll see him when I come back.
That's my guy right there, boy. Hey, I like Pop, man. Pop was straight, man. Pop was straight, man. I like Pop for real.
He one of a kind for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We appreciate you coming out. You and
for sure.
The old lady.
You already know
coming out, man. It was good. It was a good time. Real good time, man.
Yeah, man. Real good time.
Had to recover yesterday, man. I ain't do nothing. slept easily 10 to 12 hours.
Yeah, I cooled out of yesterday too, bro.
Easy.
Yeah, I cooled out today too, man.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
But we appreciate everybody who tuning in today. As like we said, we're gonna keep this thing going on a weekly basis, man. Try to get you at least 3 to 4 times a week. Try to stay consistent, man. Make sure y'all go check out my boy Uncle Plug TV channel, man. Great content.
Indeed.
Busy about this NFL season, about to get busy very soon. So make sure y'all go with him on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and more. He'll have a lot of good guests, a lot of people who can really talk sports on there. So make sure you check it out. Make sure y'all continue to check out Souls of Thought. But we're gonna have to do a review this week, man, on something I put on TikTok, boy. They got a lot of heat. Boy. These women will get upset. Yes, sir. They would get upset, boy.
Oh, you weren't talking about necklace, was you?
We were talking about I did a review on co-parenting. And it was a video from this lady who literally had their child from Monday through Friday. The dad got them Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then she was complaining about the dad wanting to call during the week to talk to the kids. And like, she made a big ordeal about it. And I was explaining to the people that I said, you can already tell what she trying to do, because why you want all the weekends off? Why y'all ain't got it 50-50? You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
The women were like, what logic do you have there? Like, no, it's true. Type of people can date during the week. I said, no, she want them weekends so she can go run them streets.
They got on your ass by that.
Yeah.
They got on your ass. No. Y'all, this stuff you gotta do during the week. You know, you want the weekend out so you can relax and just chill.
They stick together. I'm gonna tell you that they stick together, boy.
Most of them ain't in the street now, though. What?
Yeah.
Most of them ain't in the street now.
Yeah.
Most of them probably got somebody that gonna come through it. Yakety yak up in that smackety lack. I'm telling you. Most of them got him a little Jody. My Jody. Got him a Jody. Come on through and say, hey man, let's do what it do, shout it.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna actually start out with something a very good story, man. I think a lot of people don't know that myself and Plug, we both served our country. So we're gonna try to give y'all more verse content as well. So we're gonna actually start off with talking about this new Army shaving waiver that's coming into effect very soon. So we're gonna play this one, and I got another quick video we're gonna play, and just gonna get our opinions on it and kind of see how people feel about it.
Wow, talk about some big shit. Hey, what's going on? Just here to sign out of the Army. It's my last.
Well, don't you hate when? Sorry about that, y'all, because that is not what we're trying to play. It just started playing a whole other thing.
A new Army shaving policy will allow soldiers with skin conditions that affect mostly black men to be kicked out of the Army. The Army is preparing to roll out a new policy that could lead the soldiers diagnosed with a chronic skin condition that causes painful razor bumps and scarring to be kicked out of the service, an issue that disproportionately affects black men. He's going to be fine. The new guidance, expected to take effect in the coming weeks, would bar permanent shaving waivers and require medical personnel to craft formal treatment plans for affected troops. Soldiers in need of prolonged waivers may be directed to get laser treatments, and those who need shaving exemptions for more than 12 months over a 2-year period could get kicked out of the Army. Units across the force will also be mandated to rebrief personnel on grooming standards within 90 days of the policy's rollout. Most shaving waivers are for soldiers diagnosed with pseudofolliculitis barbae, or FPB, a condition in which hairs curl back into the skin after shaving and cause irritation. In March, the Marine Corps rolled out a similar program, allowing troops to be separated if the genetic skin condition persists, also raising concerns of racial discrimination. The primary argument against allowing beards has long centered around concerns that they could compromise the seal of a gas mask. But a 2021 study from Military Medicine, a peer-reviewed medical journal, found there's no conclusive evidence that a well-groomed, modest beard interferes with mask function.
All right, so we have him there, and then I want to show you guys this next one here.
I hate your shaving profile. I hate your religious exemption.
Every effort to look professional should be heavily exerted. I don't give a fuck. I talk to both sides. People who hate the beard and people who love the beard. Everybody could agree, every effort to look professional should be heavily exerted. We don't give a fuck if you like beards or not. It's authorized. I don't like people with soft shoe profiles. But you know what? It's authorized. It's a medical condition, and I don't know nothing about it. So I just shut the fuck up. I'm going to say this, man. I truly think the shave profile gets so much heat because it's mostly African-American males. That's right. I fucking said it. I've been in the military for 27 years. We all know if the company commander said, hey, we're going to the field next month for 2 months, half the company going to try to go to sick call behavior health to try to get out of it. It's called malingering. It's been a thing way before the shame profile. Everybody teach a profile. It's malingering. But something about the shame profile that people get so highly upset. You cannot use regulation to govern the profile. You can't do it, man. The profile is the exemption of the regulation. Need a clean appearance. It's on the profile. And then you waited to get out the military to put on a uniform and say that what you said. After you say the first sentence, man, everything else was irrelevant. You hate that shit was kind of personal. Trust me, man, it's a lot of shit I don't like. But it's authorized. Hey, man, I can't say nothing. I don't see why you would you say what you said. I'm gonna leave you with this, battle. I'm the type of person leader. I did a 12-mile welcome march and I'm kind of limping. My knee was hurt. And I seen a group of soldiers looking at me. I straightened up. I walked as normal as I could. Because I feel like they deserve the best version of me. The very best. Every attempt to look professional should be heavily exerted. All right, battle? I'll take that uniform off. You ain't know, man.
All right. So when you get a chance, plug, that dude right there, the black unicorn, actually is very heavy in like the military side of content when it comes to the Army. As he mentioned, he did 27 years. He actually talks a lot about the Army. But if you notice, that white guy who started off his comments actually has retired, but put his uniform on just to make that statement. And for somebody who has been in the Army and served in the Army, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on this?
Hey, you going, well, we live, so you can't bleep my fingers out. I'll just shoot these. Okay. I shoot the ring fingers at y'all, man. Let me tell you something. I'm out the military and I don't shave my face now. I'm a barber and I don't shave a black man's face now unless they say they can take a razor or a shaver. That's just what it is. That's protocol. Y'all some goof troops. Listen here, whoever you is.
I think it was Master. It's MSG, Master Sergeant for y'all.
Yeah, Master Sergeant.
Master Sergeant Raw.
I don't care who he is. Man, shut up. I'm this going out to every veteran who done 3, 5, 7, 8, 12, 17, 20 years. Sit your punk ass down. If that's all you got to worry about is something that you left behind, you a sad sack of shit. And you ain't got nothing ahead of you, bro. For all y'all be walking around like, listen, I got DV on my tag, disabled veteran. It's on my tag. You'll rarely catch me in an Army hat. You'll rarely catch me in an Army t-shirt. I served. My ID is in my wallet, which stays on me 24/7. At the end of the day, brother, if that's all you got to lean on is your military service, bro, that's the only thing you have to be proud of. If you focus more time on your wife, your kids, your girlfriend, or your side piece, you could leave the armed forces alone, bro. That is not your business no more. Once you said you wanted to retire, guess what? You left.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. That ain't your business no more. Why you standing on the porch looking in them other people's yard? Get out them folks' yard, man. If Jit can't put no razor on his face, so be it. All these cordless clippers, they get close too. These cordless clippers get close too. All right, y'all, just use the cordless clippers. You can't, yeah. Because I mean, at the end of the day, most of them, they shave their face one day. By 8 o'clock in the evening, your face back hairy again, woolly mammoth. So at the end of the day, man, this is stupid. Like y'all ain't got shit else to do but worry about a shaving profile. Like y'all sitting in the room with all these taxpayer dollars and this defense bill, and you sitting around worrying about some razor bumps. Are we really sitting around worried about razor bumps? All this shit going on in Iran, Qatar, all across the globe, and you worried about razor bumps. Man, you see this, y'all? You see what this military has come to, where people are taking mental health days, sick days. We supposed to be the elite. We supposed to be the best of the best. We supposed to be the one defending this country. We supposed to be the one making sure that you sleep safe at night. And you worried about some fucking razor bumps. Boy, I know your daddy disappointed. I know your daddy disappointed. I know he's sitting back saying, this can't be my damn son here, man. I know this goofy son, but ain't worried about no razor bumps. And y'all gonna put, if anybody enforce this and put anybody out, because it ain't just African Americans. I'm in the hair care industry. Spanish dudes do too, and certain white guys do too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what happens when you out in the field and I use this razor and then I get some dirt in there, and now that public infection, because that's all a razor bump is called a public infection. Now this public infection grows up on my face, and now I got to go to the aid station, and now my whole face is numb because I done got all this infection in my face. Now I got to go to the aid station. Now you gonna have to put that on and Service Connect me for it. So pay now, pay later.
Yeah.
Y'all some goofies, man. I swear this what y'all spending these people money on, man. That's why I don't want to owe Uncle Sam nothing. Because this is what they spending my portion of the tax dollars on, worried about somebody's razor bumps.
And this is what I try to explain to people too, because I do agree. I tell people all the time, like, once you're out, whatever they do, it's not on us no more. We can give you some wisdom, some information on some of the things we learn, from our time in. But the biggest thing I tell people, especially on this internet or this worldwide net, dog, we were in the most racist system you'll ever see. Like, you guys up here, y'all think I'll be up here just talking. Y'all be, oh, you Uncle Tom, you this and that. Bro, I dealt with for 20 years and 23 days until retirement in one of the most racist systems in the world. But y'all don't talk about that. And nobody's in an uproar about these black people or other minorities that might be losing their careers over a shaving waiver. Think about that. Y'all went crazy about the people who got kicked out for the COVID pandemic. Y'all went crazy about everything. Y'all went crazy about the education dropping out of the Tuskegee Airmen, however you say those guys' name, Red Tails, whatever you want to call them. You guys went crazy about this, and now there's a lot of soldiers, man. I had a shaving waiver throughout my whole career.
Me too.
And I actually got mine in basic training.
Look,
in 2004.
My first I'm the guidon bearer. So I'm up front.
Yeah.
I'm with the guidon. You feel me? I'm next to I done just shaved my face.
Yeah.
I ain't even know nothing about this 1998. I'm 18 years old.
Yeah.
And I ain't know nothing about no shaving profile. My young ass on the ride there trying to keep my uniform creased and start, but I can throw it in the corner. That whole stand up by itself. You feel me? I gotta be crease pressing and yeah, boots gleaming.
Yeah.
Gleaming, no mopping glow, gleaming. Yeah. Man, my first song said, hey, when we fall out, you go by the aid station and get that thing looked at. You got like a bump in your face, boy. What's that wrong? I was like, I said, they be itchy too, first song. he like, yeah, you go and get you a damn shaving profile, because that shit looks crazy, boy. I said I was looking like a damn stalker.
Hey, I remember my first time. It was my first time ever shaving in my life, dog.
For real.
That morning of June 25th, 2004, man. I woke up the next morning, man, my whole face.
In hell.
Man. Oh my God.
I got slick and shaved because I knew that for the shavers before we left, bro. So I had to shave my whole head and my face. I'm serious, bro. I'm looking like the back of a hand in here. You hear me? Bro, I got in the basic, man, 3 days in, that hair started growing back. Boy, I felt like I woke up in an ant bed. Boy, I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. Boy, my whole head was so itchy. I was sitting there like that right here, bro. Boy, I felt like I woke up in an ant bed. Boy, I'm telling you, man, it was crazy. I still went on about my business, man. I still sucked it up and drove on. Yeah. I wish they would have told me, well, we got to send you home. You got these razor bumps on your face. You got to go home. Boy, I would have flipped the fuck out. I would have flipped out, bro.
And I always told people this was always a double standard anyway. I remember deploying when you deploy, for those who don't know, when you go for people who like your Rangers, your TACP, them guys got long beards. They look like civilians out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We know if they can have their beards and put their gas masks on, they've been doing it for decades. We already knew what play this was. But my biggest thing is I hope that you guys have the same energy you had earlier this year, because this is something big right here. Y'all, hey, we already don't got enough to fight. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You don't want to lose the rest of them. Not over no shaving waiver. I'm gonna tell you that right.
Not over a shaving profile. I am disappointed.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Army
let's get off of this, bro. Please send us to the next topic. This some host. I'm talking about, boy. This some host, man. I can't believe this here, man. This what we the diminished to.
Yeah.
That we so damn petty. We are super petty, man. Please go to the next topic, man. This is petty as hell.
If you think we petty, this next topic will be probably the most pettiest topic of the day. We have here the great old Anton Daniels, and we have this black lady here who feels the most empowering thing as a woman can do is be a single mother.
Wow.
So we're about to check this out. We're gonna give our comments, and then we'll see how long this takes.
Misogynists are going to eat me up for saying this, but I feel like one of the most empowering things a woman can do is be a single mother. Aside from being child-free and never marrying.
Man, this had me laughing.
Is my patience getting lower or no? Let's get the full context, y'all.
and the woman who lives a life of leisure while she's married and still remains child-free, I feel like third place definitely goes to single moms, but society loves to bash women with kids so much that y'all don't want to admit it. There is nothing like a one and done mom or a woman with 2 kids tops who has her own financial income, her own financial freedom, and she's thriving in life still with her autonomy. There's nothing like it. I don't care what y'all say. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I feel like the women who remain child-free and never marry, they are definitely top place. And then second place definitely goes to the women who play the game, still get married, live a life of leisure, and remain child-free.
So listen to what she's saying. Let's put it in perspective, y'all. And then we're going to go ahead and revisit this. She's saying that at the top of the list, so at the top of the list is women that decide to never have children. Now, I'm not against that because I believe that people should be able to do whatever it is that they want to do. However, you know, what she's basically preaching against is the nature of a woman to reproduce, right? Society at large agrees. And I know that feminists hate this part, but they agree universally across the world that the most valuable thing that a woman has is her womb. Again, I'm not necessarily against people that decide not to have children, but I am against people that have children irresponsibly, which is we gonna get to the third part that she said. Second thing is basically chicks that slut it out, hoe it out, be trash in society, and at some point you then get to the point to where you can get married, you find a simp, whatever. That's my translation of it. Correct me if I'm wrong inside of the chat. But the third is the most egregious and disrespectful because she's not taking into consideration all of the other factors and all of the things that play out in a child's life. Men often become son husbands. Most times they become more dependent on the system in order for them to survive. Less likely to graduate college, more likely to have student loan debt, more likely to go to jail, more likely to need therapy, more likely to be gay and not necessarily have any masculinity attached to them. So, you know, when we have these conversations, it's difficult for us to have them in truth because you're getting a half story. And this is the problem with women is that they think selfishly. You know the saying that a man will sacrifice his life for the family, but a woman will sacrifice their family for her life, for her happiness. It's the same thing here. She's focused on women empowerment instead of being focused on what's best for the person that didn't ask to be here, which is the child. The child is the objective. It's not about the empowerment of women. When a man has a child, we understand that it's not about us at all. At any point in our life going forward in the future, the thing that take precedence, I literally just got done talking to my daughter, right? And, you know, I was very intentional. I understood that the best thing for my daughter was for her to have 2 married parents inside of the house. And my daughter is 17, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, has the perfect balance of masculinity and femininity playing a role in molding her into being who she's supposed to be, right? And you know, I just got done having a conversation with her, and I can't imagine her being raised by her mother alone. That is the wildest thing, which is one of the reasons why we are very vigilant on making sure that women, or at least holding women accountable more than ever, since this feminist movement have empowered y'all to make decisions on your own and y'all always make the wrong decision. We are very much careful to help you to understand it is important for you to pick right if you choose to have children. And I just don't understand how y'all don't get that. Why is that not a thing that just goes through women's skulls? But, you know, Simps is going to save y'all from yourselves, which go back to point number 2. And then point number 1, again, I don't really care either way. It just kind of goes against the nature of what a woman is. But do whatever it is you want to do. We in the United States of America.
So what do you think about this plug? Because I'm starting to feel like we get a lot of mixed messages. On one hand, we get black women saying there's no good men out there. Then on the other hand, you got a black woman like herself saying that it's empowering to be a single mother, especially if you know two max, or if you just choose not to have kids at all. What is going on? Because you're the best one to talk about, the Black, women, because you said you're there until. So I want you to be able to. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I'm gonna say this. This is. Why would she say that? Now, if she hit a champion, the Black single mother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then if you feel that way, please, I repeat, please, don't ask for no child support. Don't ask for any assistance. If this shit is that empowering to you, don't ask for no assistance because you crazy. I know they call them simps or whatever the case may be. These cat daddies can say whatever they want to say. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of good men out there that have raised a lot of good kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That then came into that single mother's life and had an instant impact on them kids.
Yeah.
That actually changed their life. You know what I'm saying? Just coming in, no matter what his income base, what he was making, whatever the case may be, just being a good guy, good man, just a good man, just coming in, ain't even got to be that interactive. Ain't even got to be that interactive. Just him bringing another income into the home, just being there and seeing someone loving. Not even if he ain't even interacting with you, because you got your own daddy. He ain't even interacting with you, but seeing that man love it. He say, well, baby, I ain't gonna force this relationship on these kids. And, I ain't gonna force, the relationship on them, whatever the case may be. So I'm here for you though, baby. I'm here to take care of this household. That's his agenda. That's his agenda. Okay. Just to see that man loving on your mama is a great example for whoever that young boy is or whoever that young lady is. To say, look, this is what it looked like. I know your dad and your mama didn't work out, but this is what it looked like. A man taking care of this household, assisting your mama take care of this household, and loving on your mama. Now, whether we have a relationship or not, it's neither here nor there. But you're seeing a fine example of a positive Black man coming into the house, or white man or Chico, coming into the house, and being a shining example of what a man should be doing. Now, these new age daddies, you know what I'm saying? It is new age, because nowadays there are more Black men in their household than ever. It's more Black men, even stepfathers, than ever in the household. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, salute. They can say simp all they want to, bro. But you know what I'm saying? All I can say for them, the ones that call them simps, whatever the case may be, I would say, bro, you ain't never known the love of a good woman. Who hurt you? Who raised you? You know what I'm saying? I gotta be honest and real and serious. You know what I'm saying? Because I know plenty of dudes that love that woman so much they don't give a damn what come with them. Don't care what come with it. I'm gonna take care of her. And then I done seen that ratchet turn into that. Ooh yeah, praising the Lord and at these functions with her son or her daughter, and she a cheerleader coach or whatever the case. I done seen him transform. Now I done seen the love of a good man transform. But let me just me circling back to this psychopath. I know you the problem in the relationship, because you have accepted that ain't nobody gonna deal with you. I know you the problem. I know you the problem. And you know that you the problem. And for you to put this out to the masses, I hope you got 6 followers, because you and the little clique you run with is the only ones that need to be watching this shit. Because that what you putting out, that's propaganda. Go ahead, bro.
Let me ask you this question though, because you're like the only person I know that I could ask this to, because I don't know nobody else. Because like for me, this is how I always looked at the situation. I always felt like for myself, I have children, right? So I always felt like it's okay for me to pursue someone who has children because I have children. But I think if I didn't have children, I don't think I would pursue a woman with children though.
A lot of, and I don't know how factual this is. This is only my trail. This is most women who have a child is either attempting, and this is most. So if it's 51% leaving the 49, most of the women that have a child is trying to make a life for that child. They are attempting to put their life in some sort of direction for that child. Now the other 49, I think them the ones we pick up with these posts and whatever. But the other one, it's hard to find a woman that's of age who doesn't have children that actually got her life together, that actually got her head on straight. Gotcha. Because they still wilding, or they still, trying to find him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find him. So they don't really have their priorities in order due to these broken homes, that they don't really have they priorities in check. So sometimes you have to, and I got young cats that's 26, 27 that's making great, not good money, but great money, and would love to find that one who doesn't have one. And it's hard. Boy, it's hard.
I think the hardest part though is knowing the type of man you are, putting yourself in that situation, not knowing if you're going to be there forever. You see what I mean? Because you almost fall into like the same category as the father who wasn't present. You know what I mean? Like let's say, for instance, hypothetically, you started dating a woman and she had 2 kids, right? And you build a good bond with those kids. Then it just doesn't work out with the mom. Kids kind of start back at ground zero again.
Yeah.
So that's why like I don't think I would like if my son grew up, for me to be okay with him dating a woman with children, like we would really have to vet this woman. Like we would really because I feel like I agree with you, because I think right now probably 25 and up, it's gonna be hard to find one.
It's hard to find one without one.
I ain't gonna say 25 might giving it too much cushion. I would say 20, 21 and up.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough, bro, because the first thing these young killers be out here, man. These young killers be out here trying to shoot the club up. Boy, they come out with their chopper, boy. They trying to shoot that club up just to lock her down. Yeah. This new age right here, not to say that ain't nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? But most of these cats, that's what they do. They find a good girl. They probably don't plan on keeping her, but the way to lock her down and always have a pathway back to her is that kid.
I would tell people to look out for things that kind of catch your attention. I won't say red flags. I don't believe in those, but I would say look out for things that are uncommon. Like, for instance, hypothetically, I went through a situation in the past where like I dated a woman who had children, and I tried to meet the father of the children. And the guy refused to meet me. And it was but like I should have took heed to what he said, because she told me his response, and it was kind of like he ain't gonna be around that long. It was almost like he knew the type of person because sometimes we think the dad that ain't present is the bad guy.
No.
Some cases that guy really be not around. Yeah, so and like I should have took heed to what he said.
And most of them had a hero. Most men had a hero complex, thinking that she was like that with you. She ain't gonna be like that with me.
Yeah. You're right.
You might be a lesser vessel than the one that you might be a lesser vessel than the one that's gone than the previous. You know what I'm saying? And he tried his damnedest. You know what I'm saying? He pulled all his hair out. You know what I'm saying? He might be 32 with old face full of gray.
Yeah.
She took him up through there for the last 10.
I think that's one of the most dangerous things, man, that children can't pick their parents.
They can't, man.
I think that's one of the most that's probably the most scariest thing in the world.
And I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer in it, bro. When it you know, these mamas who don't even change up they recipe, knowing you really you know, it's cool to get on the phone and talk to your homegirl and talk down about Buddy and make up these stories and this and that and the third about Buddy, this, that, and the third. Don't take no fault to nothing. But realistically, you got to stop living that lie and honestly, God have to say to yourself that, man, I was doing this and that made him act like this. You gotta change that shit. You can't live in that lie and think that when you get that new dude, you still living in that lie and having the same, you know, doing the same thing, thinking it's going to appease the new dude. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, that's delusional, man. I don't know what this is, man. I'm glad I ain't around it, man.
Yeah, so you know, for the YouTube family, man, we actually have somebody backstage.
Hey,
gonna be coming up to give their female opinion, you know. So hopefully they don't faint. You know, a lot of people get on here and it's different when you're in front of the camera. So we got to see how this works. So we're gonna welcome April to the stage. Appreciate you coming up. How are you today?
Hey.
What's happening, April?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
We got
man.
April, so Jen next. We gotta get everybody who come in the comments up here. You know what I mean?
Already.
Yes, everybody. Yep.
So
where you from, April?
I'm from, well, actually, I was a military baby. I was born in Fort Polk, Louisiana, or Army brat, and we went to Germany, and then after Germany became to Fort Benning.
Okay.
Yeah. You were stationed at Fort Benning when?
I was stationed at Fort Polk. I had to be all over Leesville and the Riddle.
Fort Polk. Oh, I thought you said Fort Benning.
No, Fort Polk.
Okay, yeah. But no, I grew up in Columbus, Georgia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would you like us to play that video?
I live in Alabama right now, though, right on the border. Go ahead.
What, Phoenix City?
Go ahead, plug.
Fort Mitchell, right below Phoenix City.
Okay.
Yes, the lake. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my people from Tuskegee.
Would you like us to play it the beginning again? Would you like us to play it?
Go ahead. You can go ahead. Run it back.
All right.
Eat me up for saying this, but I feel like one of the most empowering things a woman can do is be a single mother. Aside from being child free and never marrying. He pulled them glasses.
Yeah, don't stop that, and it just you don't need to hear his
patience getting lower.
Yeah,
you don't even need to hear his comments. Just what she said. What that? I would love to hear your feedback on that one there.
So
I mean,
go ahead. Yeah,
I'm gonna get comfortable with this.
When you talk about a female empowerment, being a single mother, if that's what we have to do. If we're put in a situation to where we're a single mother, that doesn't necessarily mean female empowerment. I mean, it is what it is. To me, a successful woman or empowered woman will be just like Anton said in the video, a full family. You know what I'm saying? That's just because you're a single mother that's not like the ultimate empowerment. It's not. I'm a single mother. We do what we have to do. You know, so.
Do you feel like her rankings was right? Because she ranked it. So I think her first ranking was like a woman who just doesn't want to have children. She's doing her thing. Then I think second, she had a woman who was married. And then third was like the woman who has children, but they do a a full-time job. They have a career. She said that would be ranked number 3. But what type of
That's what I didn't really understand her take on it, because it's like, why you can't rank those women differently. I mean, because their successes are going to be differently. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be. I'm a single parent. I work. I go to school. I mean, it's every woman has their different empowerment. I guess I'm not understanding.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
So, as a woman, because now we have a woman here for her opinion. As a woman, if you go through your life without being married, do you feel like that's success?
It would be, I wouldn't say it is or it isn't success. It would be what life dealt me. You know what I'm saying? If the ultimate goal is to be married. Absolutely. You wanna find your life partner. Of course I want to be married. Of course I want to share my life with somebody and build with somebody, for the rest of my life. But if it never happens, then I'm the type of person that's okay with it. I mean, yes, I want to find love and be in love with somebody to determine whether or not I'm successful, if I find or not.
Okay.
I would say.
Okay.
What's your thoughts, bud, on that?
Well, just taking it back to the original goal as being young and naive to a lot of things. Everybody first thing out the gate was like, when they had that first boyfriend or girlfriend, they wanted it to last forever. So don't nobody start to popping and popping their tags and popping that thing, you know what I'm saying, until they got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Until they was injured. That heart got injured. That first little headlock on your heart. You know what I mean? But until you been body slammed, I say this again, you've been body slammed in the game, you know how to adjust some things about.
You gotta explain that to people though, Plug. A lot of people
body slammed in the, all right, let me tell you something. It's a lot of women that say things.
He probably
not yet. Start him yet. Do not start him yet.
I was trying to get you out of here. Hey, just a few more minutes. Just a few more.
Oh my God. I'm not doing this by myself. We're listening. I need a listen.
Hey, when I say body slam, when I say body slammed in the game, I mean, you got women that complain about some of the minus offense when they've been cheated on, then had, outside kids, and been verbally and physically abused. You know what I'm saying? Just run amok in the game. And a lot of them women that find love after all that, those are the ones who've been body slammed in the game. So all the red flags in which the youth speak of, they don't exist. They'd be like, that's just a man being a man. You understand? Because a lot of things come with that alpha, that leader. It's a lot of testosterone built up in that leader and that alpha male that you seek, that y'all look for. That's why it's like whenever you go to a restaurant and that food look delicious and it's totally unseasoned, and you like, damn, they fooled the hell out of me. You didn't know that actually doesn't go together. What you thought it was is not what it is. That attitude don't live in winners. And what?
Too much knowledge,
bro. Classic. I feel you, dog. But a woman who been in a long-standing relationship can have a lot of mileage on her too. You know what I'm saying? She could been in this relationship since she was like 19, 20. And they broke up when she was almost 30. And boy, he didn't put some miles. He didn't put some miles on. He was the one owner that put a lot of miles on it. You know what I'm talking about? So in that sense, that's why I say ones who've been body slammed in the game, they understand that a lot of these minor offenses are dust your shoulders off. It's nothing. So you start, but I done lost my point. This man here, man. Hey, put him, send him the link, bro. Put him on here. See, let him in, man. You know he ain't gonna stop.
He said women with one Peter for a long time is cool. It's the women with a lot of Peters in the red. Okay.
Yeah, we know that, bro. But that's still the same mileage. He said, "Got him." Yeah, you did. You did. You got me. You got me. Come on up. Go on, send him the link, bro.
You want to come up, class?
You might as well.
We're gonna finish off on this top. You gotta go.
We're gonna finish off on this top. Listen,
you gotta go.
Listen, hey.
You want to go up, classic? He said it's not the same miles, man. He said no. Okay, no, okay. I think.
So how old are you, April?
Be up tomorrow though.
Yeah, I am 42.
He said you safe, April. He gonna chill today.
All right.
He said he gonna chill.
Yeah, good. Thank you. I appreciate you sparing me today.
Prepare to rise, spoil the child, classic. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
42.
42.
She's 42.
42, one child. He's about to be 10.
And what you do for a living?
I am a contractor for the Army. I work in
You're
transportation.
What? Oh, transportation? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Should we let classic up?
Scheduling.
You think it's safe?
Mostly.
No, he said he good tonight. He said he good tonight. He said
okay.
He's gonna let April.
Okay.
He said he's gonna be cool tonight. Thank you, class.
Yeah, okay.
Man, yeah, but the young lady, man, she really like, man, that's, listen, being a part of a single mother household, man, and seeing when my father and my mother split, the quality of life just it was in shambles. It was in shambles, man. It was in shambles. I was like, I knew at a young age, like, she don't know what she doing. She don't know what she doing. Like, this was like, this.
Wait a minute, mama. What you doing?
It was mismanagement, man. I'm telling you, it'd be so much mismanagement, man. It'd be so much. It's just so many things that when you got 3 boys and 1 girl in the house, you understand? It's impossible to try to deal with 3 boys, and I'm talking about all of them like this. You know what I mean? And like 3 boys and 1 girl, man. Come on, man. And all of them look just like the one you can't stand. Boy, that's tough. That's tough.
So go ahead, bro.
I clocked mine in his shoulder tonight.
What you said?
What you said?
I said I clocked mine in his shoulder tonight because he got smart. So I had to snatch him up.
CPS,
now others will say
watching it. She was just joking. So CPS,
I was just joking.
Yeah. So this is a good topic because I think it's one of the topics that get very overlooked though, right? Because we always talk about the market of women. It could be white or black, it don't matter. We always talk about the marketplace of women. But then, like Plug was saying, we call men simps. I know Anton call them step crash dummies. How do you empower good men to see the woman for who she is, minus the package deal that she comes with?
That man got to make that choice, and that woman has to be that choice to be genuine in who she is. If she's a good woman, she's going to show that man that she's a good woman. I mean, it's even with a woman without kids. It's all about how she presents herself to that man and how that man sees her. You know, it's not just because I have a child don't make me less than a woman, or don't make me less than a woman who does not have children able to be that woman for that man. So I'm gonna be the same whether I have a child or not. I'm gonna be that same woman for that man either way. If I was single, no kids, the way I love and take care of man will be the same way.
Okay.
Except I just have a child. And yes, that child's gonna take some of my attention as well. But if I'm in a relationship or a marriage, that husband, he gonna come first. And then we gonna do this child thing together.
And then before
Somebody raised the right.
They appreciate that. We got a new person. If you watching, hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button for and follow Uncle Plug TV as well. We also got Classic Codes in the chat. He drops content every day as well. We appreciate that. Sean D said, I hope I'm saying your name right. Sean, is it Sean Dean or Shadeen? Break it down for him. I'm from Louisiana. So be friends first. Classic says women with baggage should overcompensate too. Okay, we might have a
think so, Classic. No, regardless.
April, don't that right there. You have to because at the end you have to overcompensate.
What does overcompensate look like?
It's not just seeing the vehicle that you like. You got to start telling them what's under the hood, the motor. You got to start telling the interior. You got to go. You got to overcompensate for the sale because at the end of the day, I always tell my guys if y'all gonna split, take the kids with you. And they look at me crazy. I'll be like, because it's gonna be easier for you to find. It's gonna be easier for you to find a woman that's gonna love that child like it's hers, than you are going to find a man that's going to love that child like it's his.
Right.
Because it's truly frowned upon. It's a double standard, without a doubt. It's a double standard. But life and relationships are full of double standards. But it's still you have to overcompensate to a degree. Not to lose yourself in the overcompensation, but if you really show, like, man, I'm really trying to get his man, it's gonna be undeniable the way he gonna be like, man, this woman really trying to love on me, dog. She really trying to take care of me, dog. Like, she really going above. Like, that's one thing you gonna want your man to always say, man, this woman is going above and beyond her call of duty to try to make me feel like I'm there.
But how long does that have to last? Because I have had people do that before, and then when you move in,
then it becomes something different.
That's because people could come with a representative. It's different. Like, it's different. It's different levels. Like,
it's a task.
I dealt with that for 3 years.
Just speaking for myself, though, I won't change. I am genuine in who I am. You just got to find that woman who is, and you got to figure out if that woman is genuine or not. I'm gonna give you April today and April tomorrow. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything.
Yeah. But think about how much time that takes.
It takes a lot of time. But that man has to make the decision, though.
Yeah, but that decision can bite him in the butt.
It could. He's got to be confident in himself. He's got to be confident in his decision.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got to be serious. I think a lot of people go out here playing, and I don't think a woman with kids should be played with.
No.
I don't think a woman with kids ain't to be played with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it's a lot. Like, we make our comments and we make our commentary, and we still don't tell folks, man, you can't be out here playing with people. You can't be playing when it comes to you searching for that guy that's gonna come in and you have children. And he can't be coming in playing with no woman who got kids. You can't be coming in here playing. Don't be playing. How you gonna tease the heart of somebody who obviously wants somebody? Because a lot of women, the first thing they do is say, man, I ain't bringing just anybody around my children. You know that.
Right.
You know that. And they tell you that. I ain't just bringing anybody around my kids. So why go in there playing? Why go in there playing like you want something that you don't want? You got to put everything on the table. If this happens to blossom, if y'all happen to come in and be friends, and then and this relationship tends to grow. And now you got to be between that point of friendship and that point of being intimate and all that good stuff. You need to be serious. You can't be playing with no woman that got kids, man. You can't go in there playing. And she can't go in there playing because I would believe now we can't be talking about the ones that's not exceptional.
Yeah.
We do a lot of time. We spend more time on the women that are not exceptional than the ones that are.
Okay.
She shouldn't be coming in here playing. She should know that I'm finna cook, I'm finna feed my man. By this time of you getting the wrong thing, you should know exactly what to do when you get the right thing.
We getting people in here tonight, boy. Oh,
Yes.
Boy, you brought a fan club with
Yeah.
you. Right, definitely.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Alicia, I'm with you. I'm with you, Alicia. Hey, we preaching tonight, man. Pastor Plug is in the building. We preaching tonight.
Alicia, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure
hit the like button and subscribe.
Appreciate you coming through.
You don't hit the like button, you'll be single for another 2 years. Bad luck.
I've been single. I've been single 10 years or going on 10 years, almost 10 years. And I've dated, but nobody has ever met my son. Until I know it's solid, it won't happen.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. And I
you're not gonna do is dip in and out.
Now let me ask you that question. Let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
With your child, just what you just said, I know you're very protected.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Now, when that man comes in, now I don't know the dynamic between your son's father and him. Okay. So 9 times out of 10, nine times out of 10, when a man step foot in that house, when he finally does get an opportunity to meet your son, coming from a personal perspective, I like to run, you know what I'm saying? I like to run shit, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm coming in,
it's gonna be a hard dynamic to get used to.
See,
absolutely.
I think the
man has to be understanding too as well that it's probably gonna be some bumping heads going on, but
it's gonna be too.
He's gonna have to respect whoever I'm with,
and because it's two dynamics. It's either that the man is coming in and he focused solely on you, and he ain't giving him none of that daddy energy, none of that male energy at all. He just focused on you. He understands that it's a package deal, but he's still focused on you. Or he come in and he try to, hey, come on, boy, let me talk to you real quick. Let me talk to you for a little bit. You got. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Beforehand.
What? That's a hell
of a conversation.
Go ahead, Noah.
Go ahead, Norris.
What the hell? So I think this is a great conversation.
Absolutely.
This is a great conversation because I think a lot of times we have conversations and we don't get to the nuances of the conversation. So you just said, okay, it takes you a while. You never brought anyone around your son. So let's say hypothetically, April has a 365 magic clock that she said, hey, you ain't gonna see my son until I know we solid for a year. Like you've been consistent for a year, blase, right? So that man gets through that whole year trial. That's a trial.
It is.
He gets through that whole year trial. He spent the year of his time proving what type of man he is, and then he can get into the household and everything can be stopped. Think about this stuff. Like these are the conversations I want to have because I think that's why it's so hard to date someone who has children, because a woman who really loves her children, which is respectful. I'm not saying this is wrong at all. I'm just saying that think about the time that a man might lose. I won't say he wasted it because if it's a good woman, he didn't waste time. But the time he can lose, because I know somebody like myself. You know, I'm somebody like myself. I'm military. I'm very structured. Things gonna be one way. It is what it is. And most men are gonna run their house that way. They're gonna run it like a ship.
Right.
And I heard April say, hey, they're gonna have to be patient. So this man could possibly use a year to 3 years of his time and not even leave off with the woman that he loved.
It's a small possibility, but let me tell you.
We got. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. It's a small possibility.
There aren't any. Okay, let's see here.
I was trying to read it.
They're either come with kids.
There's a small possibility that I think the margin right there is very, very small, because if that child sees you loving on his mother or her mother, whoever it is.
Oh, you froze up, April.
Like taking care of the household, being in that role, being the leader in the household, that child should come with respect anyways. And that mother needs to let that child know, look, this person's here to love us, to take us in. So, we're going to be a family. And I mean, I get older and whatnot, and they go off about their ways or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's all about respect and who runs that household.
I like this classic, April. You changed the classic tonight. I like this class. So, because I ain't ever heard classic talk about like possibly dating a woman with kids. So, the single parents shouldn't be.
I'm gonna bring him on in. I'm gonna bring nephew in, man. I got it.
I like this classic. You bringing a new classic out.
I got you, man.
With that being said, with what April said, what she said about the, but a lot of times, I don't think a lot of people. I'm speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from like no experience.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that some kids can't understand parents being happy, with their mother or father being happy. It changes when mama's no longer catering to me because she's catering to Plug when he walks in the door, or mommy no longer is saying, mom is not telling me, yes, we're going to go to the park. I got to talk to Mr. Plug first before see what's going on. Like, I think a lot of times we don't think about the nuances of like how deep this stuff really gets. Like, especially it's a lot.
It's a savvy though. It's a savvy that man got to have as well too.
I like this person. It takes balance, and man shouldn't come into her home.
I was just about to say that, player. I was just about to say that. You got to have the savvy enough that when you do hit the door and you know that there's structure, you should know that it takes. I don't
think it matters how much savvy you got, Plug. Domination is domination. Like we're talking about a child here.
Yeah,
like, we're talking about.
But savvy also comes.
But you gotta understand too that child dynamic, where that child has been at the last however many years old that child is. You have to come.
It's a savvy that comes with it. You got to be understanding as well.
So y'all want the man to. So now the man is sacrificing everything for the woman that's coming with the extra baggage.
No, not necessarily.
It's a unique
question. Like,
it's a unique.
You had a year-old trial.
It's a unique.
You passed the first
it's
jury.
A unique give and take.
Jury number 2. This no Diddy.
Hey, hold on.
Is there a mature man in this world that didn't run when it comes to responsibility and leave a woman single to be a strong woman for their kids? I think 2 things can be true, Alicia, because Plug was with me this weekend, and I think great men can leave horrible women. But anyway, so even if the relationship doesn't work out between parents, if there is no safety issue and both parents are alive, nobody should be single parent. I think sometimes we pedestalize women too much. Like,
I think
there's a lot of great men who left.
I believe that most men
who have left horrible situations, horrible women.
Yeah, for real. Like, I think most men are taking on some kind of ideals, or taking the ideals of some of these women. They getting a little hasty.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, don't nobody want to put no work in because they think everything gonna be hunky dory. They think everything gonna be sweet. Everything they say, no, man, no, I ain't gonna be putting up with. You sound like them. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You sound like the modern man.
Alicia, you want to come up?
like real talk. Like you sounded like the modern man. You understand? Like, everybody know that they had to put. I remember back in the day when dudes, like, I'm 45. We had to put in a little work to get little mama. You know what I'm saying? We had to jump through some hoops to get little mama. Now every day, everybody want everything to be sweet. Everybody want everything to be easy. Everything ain't easy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You got everything ain't gonna be easy, man. And if that's what you want, on that other end, you gonna probably be a dictator with a servant.
But I don't think it's about being easy.
I love friendship.
But Plug, I don't think it's about living life on easy. I think it's about how many times can a person re-establish expectations for you. You see what I mean? Like, you gotta think about it.
Most of these dudes be whole, man. Most of these dudes, man, you know good and hell well, man. I'm being for real, man.
But we still have to have the conversation. I'll ask a question because we still have to have the conversations for the monolith, for that one person who we can't just put it into one. We still got to think about that guy who's a good guy.
Yeah.
Who ends up really doing right by the woman with a child.
Yeah.
And he gets into the house. It doesn't work out. And we act like that's just okay. He spent 4 years of his life.
It's not okay.
That's the pitfall. That should happen.
That means that women really,
that's the pitfall, bro. That shit happen.
If a woman really want to be together, they'll make it work. They're not gonna let a child split up their relationship. The child's gonna have to learn to respect the adults in the household, period, regardless of whoever is in the household.
And the woman should already establish that with her children.
But hold on, I want to get clarification for the world. So, April, are you saying that once you know that's the guy, you're going to choose that guy first?
If he is my husband,
she already said it.
I already said it. He is my husband.
So while y'all dating, he doesn't have husband privileges. Because
absolutely not.
That doesn't make sense then. Why not? Because listen to what you just said.
Good. you doing good.
Your argument, because I have to go through all these stages before we find out if we're even going to get married. And you're saying that once we get married, now I'm going to treat him.
How long does it take for a man to know if he wants to have a wife?
I'm telling. That's what I'm asking.
I'm asking you. You're the man. How long does it take?
It's on you. It's on the partner. It's on the partner. It's on the partner.
It's not on
you. It's on you.
How is it on me?
It's on you. It depends. A man is going to choose. He's going to be a chooser lover depending on how you do what you do.
But we're not talking about a man that's coming into a relationship with a woman with no baggage. We're talking about we just sat here and talked about a scenario where April has her expectations for, hey, this is how long we have to date, and you got to prove these things.
You can retract your statement.
Then I introduce you to my child. But in the midst of that, at the moment you introduce me to my child, you have to start treating me like your husband at that point to establish the dominance of what the house is going to look like. You can't say you're waiting for your husband, because if you're waiting for your husband, you're not treating me. See, I hear y'all. See, I listen. Y'all want to talk just to talk. I hear everything everybody said. This stuff is a process. And that's why I said these things are unrealistic. It's unrealistic. It's going to be a lot of people wasting a lot of time unless you set realistic expectations from the get-go. And and this is what I always tell people.
Stop lying.
This is gonna sound bad. This is gonna sound horrible. I know Alicia, all y'all might kill me in the comments. But it comes a point where a woman has to start loving that man just as much or more than they love their child.
Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Once you know who that man is and what he gonna be,
not long.
You already know what he is establishing and how he's coming. You know what that man is.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what that child gonna be. You don't know what he gonna be. You don't know what he gonna become. I'm a stickler for man and kids. Because at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you're good, and you got to make sure that he's good. Because if y'all are going to be together, all that'll trickle down to him. It roll downhill all day. The good and the bad roll downhill to them. So at the end of the day, you got to make sure he's straight. So he got to make sure. And if he ain't good, that means he's not good to you. He damn sure gonna be just separating you and say, I'm gonna be good to this kid right here. But that's why you got to make sure he's good. So that you got to treat, just because one asshole made mistakes or 5 assholes that made a mistake, you don't come in that luggage that you bought at Ross. You take that shit back, keep your receipt, take that shit back, and get you some new luggage coming into this new relationship. Because I'm a new man. I'm a new man. He's a new man. Classic, a new man. Fuck him. He's done. He's done. Don't bring him with you. Leave that son bitch where he at.
And that's why
when you come in, you got to treat it just like I got to treat every woman that I'm going to date like that queen that I want. And you going to have to treat every man like that king that you want.
I'm not doing this with us.
Hey, stop putting his comments up there. He own one tonight. Hey, nephew, stop, man.
But this is why
you gotta treat that man like that king that he is to you.
Plug. This brings up
and if it doesn't work out, hey, guess what? I did what I was supposed to do.
Right.
I done what I was supposed to do.
This is why I tell people, and I tell women this: you have to come to a relationship submissive.
Got to.
A man should not have to earn your respect or your submissiveness.
A real man is not gonna run over you. You're like, I don't let nobody run over me.
You need to come to the table with everything that you expect to eat, or you're gonna go hungry. Like, you cannot bring me just the appetizer when you promise me the whole entree. Just because that, like, you gotta come with everything.
You gotta come with everything. And overcompensation, what Classic was talking about.
You're not lying at all. You're not lying.
It is real. It's for real. Overcompensating is for real.
But at least what you don't like the word submissive.
Submissive is covering, sweetheart. Let me hey, for everybody in the chat, y'all listen to me, chat. Submissive is covering, just making sure that I'm good.
I have a problem with the word submissive. Please explain yourself.
Submissive is covering. It's covering. Always, whenever we come, submissive is covering. Not you finna get a red flag for that. Submissive is covering. It's just like when y'all was getting in trouble in high school and your homegirl Skip and you was like, no, she was in here. I know she left to go to the bathroom. When you came in, she was probably in the bathroom, but she came back. She been here the whole time. That's covering. That's looking out for your partner. I
understand that.
It's called when you're covering somebody. It's like I might be saying something in a conversation with these folks. You might disagree. You ain't gonna say nothing, but when we get in the car, you be like, baby, now when you were talking about such that was that bull. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of these red flags, a lot of these situations come when you're dealing with somebody in a relationship that you haven't become friends with. When y'all ain't straight enough to give each other that respectful truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the truth should never be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Even in the tone. Sometimes the tone ain't gonna be the same.
Submissive is ready to, like Umar say 3 times, ready to conform to the authority or will of others, meekly, obedient, or passive. But you have to come in what? Ready to. Like, this stuff is not. If somebody abuse your submission, somebody abuses your submission, then he ain't the king that he think he is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to learn to speak your man language in a respectful way to tell him, baby, that right there kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Could you explain to me why? You came at me like that, blah, 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 blah. And y'all might come to an understanding and be like, okay, all right. I know sometimes
communication and how you communicate.
Always, man. Communication run a nation.
Communication is top tier.
But you got to come in ready.
You got to come in ready. Everything that they saying, I'm telling you in a digestible, dialogue to where it's like, man, you have to. The overcompensation, the submission, you know what I'm saying, which is covering and making sure make sure he's good. If you coming in, just like you make sure little buddy good, I'm pretty sure you make sure he's straight. You make sure, boy, did you brush your teeth and this, that, and the third? Did you do this, get up and do this right here? Make sure you bed. Now you don't direct your man like that, but you also say, baby, did you pack your, did you pack your lunch? Did you get your juice? This and that and the third. I'm on. I got that for you, baby. Because you know what he get ready to go do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out this door to make our life easier.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
What you think about that, Plug? If a man has to talk with soft skills, she doesn't like being checked. That's another red flag.
They don't have to talk softly all the time. Classic.
Hold on.
Before you go, Plug, can we see if Alicia, did you not mind that definition? Does that make you feel a little bit better about the word?
No, it's not gonna make us feel better.
It's not gonna make us okay.
Of being submissive. Hey, look, at the end of the day, on respect due to a dog. You dig what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
And I dig what you're saying, but at the same time, I ain't here to bark. You can talk. She said no. Well, baby, you a red flag. You on the red flag.
No, we're gonna get her there. We're gonna get her there. We're gonna get her there.
I want you to understand. Listen. It's the way you talk to anybody, because you ain't gonna bark at no other man like that. You ain't gonna talk to no other man no any kind of way.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna call Classic. I ain't gonna talk to you because Classic. I ain't gonna talk to you no any kind of way. I ain't gonna talk to you no kind of way. I'm gonna be. Hey, I always leave with respect. Everybody, I leave with respect. And when I feel like I'm finna get disrespectful, I get quiet. I get quiet because I gotta protect myself from you. From you. From you, because it ain't about what I do, it's about what I do that will make you do what you do. So I just be quiet. If I can't lead with respect, and that's how I do with every man I talk to, every woman I talk to, ma'am, yes, ma'am, sir, no, sir, like that. I still say yes, sir, no, sir to my dad. That's how I speak. That's how I am. So I lead with respect out the gate. So if I gotta speak with soft tones, I'm gonna speak with a soft tone when I'm trying to get that puss. I'm gonna speak with a soft tone to get that puss. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want me to come in there, come here. You know, you feel me?
Every single person is single because of themselves. It's not the market, the pool, the pickings, none of that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. This is my thing, though.
I agree. Because the person you are, you will attract that type of energy.
I won't say that. I won't say that. I think
not all the time.
I think certain people are waiting on certain people. That's one thing. And then two, I think also that's why I like to talk in like subjects, not skip it all over the place, because we just talked about submission, right?
And then we went to respect.
Yeah, but if you think about anything in life, right? When you get a recipe to cook, if you miss one ingredient, it could ruin the whole thing.
Yeah.
So if a woman can't come to the table with submission, the ingredients aren't there. It doesn't matter how great of a server I am. It doesn't how great of a compromiser I am. If that woman is leaving out her main ingredient because of how she feels about things, we're never gonna make it. And I don't understand why we feel that it's okay to not bring everything to the table. Like Plug said, we're always starting over fresh, right? So just because that man lied to you don't mean every man that's going to come to you is a liar. So you need to treat every man, and every man needs to treat every woman like a new slate. Come in submissive, come in and then you set your boundaries very clear. Hey, this is what I'm going to provide to you off the bat. But these are the ways you lose these things too. Like, but don't come to the table without it. Like that makes
expectations and intentions need to be laid out in the beginning, regardless.
Yeah,
understood. And also, the lies that's been told. I know a lot of people live in lies.
Oh,
a lot of people live in lies. Boy, they'll sit back and they'll talk about this individual like they wasn't this, they wasn't that, they wasn't this. It's like, damn, you were there for that long, and it was that bad for that long. It's incredible. So it's like, stop living in that lie and recognizing and holding yourself accountable for what you did. Because if you go in with that lie into another relationship, you're going to do the same thing you did in that last one, living in that lie, thinking that you was perfect. You did everything right, and you ain't made no mistakes, and he just did you like this and left, or she did you like this and left.
Miss Maxwell, did that analogy make sense? We got to help the congregation tonight. Did that analogy
make sense? For the ones in the bar.
Men have to lower their standards again. No,
you don't have to lower your standards. No, your standard is your standard.
No, but what he's saying is, I think what he's saying is, Classic, correct me if I'm wrong. What he's trying to say in that statement is kind of what I was just saying. A man has to almost go into a relationship knowing that you're going to neglect a certain ingredient just for him to be with you, and then you can never demonstrate that ingredient.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said.
You see what I mean? That's what Classic. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's saying that we have to, because if I say I only want a submissive woman, but I keep settling for women who aren't submissive, I'm lowering my standard.
That's goofy. That's goofy.
But I don't think a lot of men seek submissiveness. I don't think men really looking for that. Like not the masses that, you know what I mean? Not the masses.
Young men. Because I'm giving what I'm getting.
I can hear classic voice right now.
Yes, it's saying that.
Hey, y'all please, I'm sorry.
And wipe up all the X304s.
Hey, could y'all please tell me what 304s is, bro? I don't know. I'm lost in that soft there.
Turn your pager upside down. Turn your pager upside down.
Yeah, put it in your phone. Yeah,
put it in your phone and turn it upside down. Turn your pager up. You know how you send them.
Remember the pages with the hello?
And then you turn it upside down. Yeah, turn your pager upside down.
I wish y'all.
But
he said you all right. He said, "Oh."
Alicia didn't answer. Alicia, does that make sense? Does that analogy?
Is she still here?
I don't know.
She here. Trust me, she here.
She there.
She don't want to miss this.
Yeah, man.
But I do have a question though for Norris. What is since the single mother for you dating a single mother and the subject of you meeting their child and then that child not working out, what are your expectations with that? How do you see that working out not necessarily perfectly, but like less
that's on the mama.
I feel that this is why, like, I didn't say much when you were talking about, because I have a lot of pushback with it, right? Like, again, I look at the child as another ingredient.
Okay.
Like, I understand that you don't want to bring everybody around your child, but I feel that it has to be done very swiftly. And
I can understand that.
And in doses, right? Maybe your son got a baseball game and the man comes out to the game, you know what I mean? He watches him, you know, he gets to meet him, kind of like, oh, hey, that's Mr. Plug over there. You know, we're friends, we're talking, kind of let your son get familiar with him. Like, I think you got to start introducing him in little doses. Maybe next time we all go out and do something together. Like, you gotta keep, I feel like you have to start that early, because if you don't, once you bring that man into the household, it's going to be too much of an uphill battle, because that man's, you know, and, you know, I would say, hopefully you got a man that has his own place. Hopefully he's not coming to lay up under you. So then you can bring you and your son to his place so he can get familiar with his possible new surround, because you're supposed to be building, right? You're supposed to be building. Right. So he shouldn't be watching mama and the man laying up in the house. He needs to be coming to the man's house to see what he has, because a kid can see a provider better than they can hear a provider.
Right.
See, a provider ain't just taking mama to dinner. Taking mama to dinner and taking me to Chuck E. Cheese. That ain't a provider. A provider is a man who already has the things that he needs to build a family.
Right.
And so, like, that's my biggest thing. I feel like you have to bring it in dosage. And then the biggest thing would be sitting down and having those one-on-ones with the person's child. Every time something comes up, I think you got to start leaning it over to the man. Like, hey, well, me and Mr. Plug are going to sit down with you and we're going to talk about this today. Hey, this is what happened. He was at practice. He got into a scuffle. What do you think about it? Like, you got to start bringing that man in.
Integrating in. Yeah. I mean, that's ideal.
Because then you'll already be able to kind of fill it out. Like, okay, do my son or daughter even heed to this type of communication? Is it right? Or then maybe you can go back and talk to him like, hey, how did you feel about Mr. Plug's conversation? Then he'll tell you, well, he was a little rude here, and then you can kind of go from there.
Now, Alicia's back. She said, I need submissive breakdown again. I don't understand why it's such a thing. I'm really having a hard time understanding.
So first of all, is it Alicia? Is I'm saying that
right?
Alicia.
It's Alicia.
Alicia, what do you bring to the table when you are submissive? Give me those elements first. Then I can break it down for you. Because you might not even have the characteristics of what submission is. So tell me what submission characteristics you're going to bring to the table. What changes special for that man when Alicia finally submits to him? If that's not a lot to break down. And then
I want to bring her up so bad. I want to bring her up so bad, bro.
And I understand what is going on. What's going to take to fix it? We can't freeze out baby mamas. I respect why some men do, but I
pray many men
I appreciate it. I'm the same way. I'm the same way, classic. I think they who you.
I want to bring her up so bad, bro. I want to talk to her. I want to bring her up. I want to talk to her because I really want to find out what her definition is too. I want to find out what submissive is. Because I think that the church has scarred the church has scarred, you know, women when it comes to certain, because everything is metaphorically speaking. It wasn't an apple, you know, like they went out there eating apples out there in the garden. It was, everything is metaphorically speaking. You know what I mean? So I just want you, I want you to come and bring how they've harmed you from the word submissive, and how these platforms have harmed you into thinking that being submissive is a bad thing, because it's not bad. You know, I know everybody you need to be submissive. You know, I know the pastor he was whooping up there in the pulpit telling you need to be submissive, and I'm like, it ain't even it ain't what you think it is, Shawty. It's really easy to be honest with you. Submission. It's really easy. Say, oh, you don't want my story.
We do. We want everybody. We want everybody.
Of course we do. That's what this platform was for, to have these conversations.
Right, I see it. Oh, yeah, that's not submissive. That's not submissive, Alicia. That's not what we mean about that.
Nah, that's probably your daddy. That's a daddy. That's a daddy to daughter complex right there, baby. You do what I tell you to do. When I tell you to do it. No, I ain't on that type of time, and I'm a leader. I don't do that. We don't do that. I ain't got to, man, I deal with the earth all day. I ain't got time to come home to my humble abode, my place of refuge, and come in here. I take my armor off at the door. I don't walk in with it on.
Alicia, we're going to go live tomorrow too. So if you want to get yourself together, get your face together, we come up tomorrow. We can talk about it.
Put your pistol up, Lord. Put your pistol up, Lord. Bang, bang.
What?
Bang, bang.
No, we can talk about it tomorrow. Because I like these type of conversations. Nobody ain't having these type of conversations. Nobody. Because we're breaking down the nuance. Because a lot of that stuff is unrealistic. Like a lot of things you hear on the internet are very unrealistic. Like how even Classic was right. Like you're gonna have to accept people that has children. Like that makes no sense. You can call somebody a step crash dummy, whatever you want to call them, but that's just ignorance. Because at the end of the day, like we all
majority of these homes that y'all see, that oldest baby don't even look like Buddy. They might be a house of 4 kids, and that oldest baby don't look nothing like Buddy. Yeah. Don't look nothing like Buddy. The rest of them look. I see them 3, but that ain't you. No, that ain't me right there. That was my girl daughter, son, daughter. Before we came, when we got together. But the rest of man, most of these homes are being raised by stepfathers.
Yeah.
Most of these homes.
Can you give your definition?
That's just the dynamics of today. There's a lot of single parents, a lot of single mothers out there.
Because I tell them it's hard to find a young lady without children who got her shit together. Majority of women with children have some sort of purpose trying to get to some certain goal. The only thing that separates her from the one that's getting married and not getting married is her servitude.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, and I put this on the waves, and y'all can fact check this if you want to. Put that kid first if you want to. Your ass gonna be last. I'm telling you.
Right.
You put that baby first if you want to, your ass will fail. Boy, I'm telling you, put that man. I know Jaheem came out with that woman first.
Look at how the children got here.
First.
Yeah, you gotta look at how the children got here.
You gotta believe it, man. I'm trying to tell you, put that man first. If you don't put that man first, your ass.
That's true, class. That's very true, class.
What say? Black men need to wife up and heal. Baby,
but clap them, man. No, I
don't know if he clouded or not, man. Hey, Classic, is you serious or you playing?
No, he's serious.
You serious or you playing?
I done heard him say
right there is serious.
Yeah, I done heard him say this before on this platform.
Like that, bro. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. I'm fucking with you tonight, boy. You with it tonight. You with the shits tonight, boy.
But see, we still gotta ask a question though.
Oh,
we gotta ask a question. Classic. You said black men need to wife up heel baby mamas. Are you speaking of black baby mamas? Because every woman who speaks the language of a wife might not look like you. So
good women don't got no color.
No, we gotta clarify. Trust me.
Our audience ain't just black now.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So April, what's your name? What's your nationality?
I'm white.
You white?
Mm-hmm.
Your baby.
Process it. I'm white.
Your baby me.
My baby is mixed. Yeah.
It's some hot sauce in there, girl. I know it. You ain't with Billy.
He said I'm not raised. Oh, Classic. Let me ask you this.
You ain't with Billy.
Classic. Would you raise a woman who already has an interracial child? Not blue eyes.
My son is black.
A blue-eyed champ.
He's gonna be referred to as black because I be walking around saying, "Oh, I'm biracial. I'm biracial."
Yeah,
he's black.
No, it's and that in itself, you know what I mean?
That's tough too.
I don't fancy white women.
It's okay. You might need to try us. You might end up being happy.
But you know what? You know what's crazy though? Like I think that's the biggest problem in the whole picture. Men aren't really ready to be real. Like we still, at the end of the day, we care about our image more. Because if you're still looking at race at this point of your life, it has to be it. I understand everybody talking about the generations after this, and just have us niggas ain't gonna even be here to see all that, and your kids might not even be here to see all that. Like my thing is, you're going to continue to sacrifice your happiness or your possibility of marriage due to a race. That's crazy to me.
Racism. I understand Classics.
He said, "I can't trust the family."
Racism
is real.
I agree. I think racism is real.
It is. Hey.
Do you face it? Is your family open like that? Your family open like that? But they cool with you having, a biracial child?
I'm the black sheep.
Always the black sheep.
I'm the black sheep.
Well, y'all, hold on. The president is speaking. Hold up 1 second. President spoken. What about the kids that are
treated like that?
A broken home. Some men don't want to accept. At least that's what I said that earlier in the conversation.
Yeah.
Me and Plug were talking about it before April came up. I said, what about the kids who end up becoming traumatized because these relationships don't work out? Because sometimes the kid might take to the man, but the woman not happy.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. It's so many.
She's talking about too their father, their relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The broken home that the father or the mother created, whichever.
It's always 50-50.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Alicia, let me ask you this question, Alicia. Do you do anything that you in your power that you possibly can to make sure that your man is happy?
No, she's not submissive.
No.
She's not submissive.
What I'm asking, do you do anything in your power to make sure that your man is happy?
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Then she's submissive. Then you're submissive.
Don't eat it up.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Then you submissive.
Then you submissive.
Then you submissive. Because that's what you're supposed to do. I did for 11 years, and what happened? Bring her up. Man, send her the link. Come on up, shawty. Come on up, shawty. 11 years.
You want to come up? We got like 30 minutes. This has been a good show. We put been an hour on here and out of here. Alicia done brought in old.
But I tell you what. Tomorrow we're gonna do a part 2. April, you be on standby. We're gonna bring up. We might have a 5-person panel on here, and we're gonna go up there and do this tomorrow. Because
I'm sorry, plug. I was reading. Go ahead. I'm sorry, plug.
No. It says I would consider a non-American white.
Woman. Kind of like a German, European, Spanish. I'm sorry, plug. But yeah, we need to do a part 2 tomorrow.
We'll do a part 2 tomorrow.
Y'all know those other races are racist.
I'll be here tomorrow. Okay.
I have clinicals in the morning.
And Alicia, how old are you, Alicia? Bet. Alicia, how old are you? Let's see what age bracket we be talking to. Because everybody
we all about similar, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
She says she has clinicals in the morning. She'll be here tomorrow. All right. If you're not here tomorrow, you're not submissive.
We need to know what time.
Hey man, I really appreciate this up, man. This was good.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Central? Okay.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. He said American white can't fudge with the bloodline. If you great grandpa owned mine, I can't do it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh okay. My goodness. This boy
43.
43. Good. 11 years. She was like 32. Okay, all right. We're gonna get to something. We're gonna get to something.
I think a lot of people be very surprised that everybody in this world got a little white and black in them.
Yeah, and
it's no way you can go that far back in your lineage and you don't have something in you. Like it's no way.
It'll be hard to find.
My great grandfather's dad, my great grandpa Denny was a war baby and he was mixed.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find. I don't know, boy. It's hard to find all of this complexion.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But I don't think a lot of them African. I think a lot of indigenous.
Absolutely, yeah.
More indigenous.
But April, we appreciate you taking the time to come up today.
It's been a pleasure.
This was a great topic. This was a great topic. We're gonna see what we can get together tomorrow. Get Alicia up here, April up here. I respect that.
Absolutely.
And get Classic up here.
Appreciate you coming up.
Might see if we can get Alyssa up here tomorrow.
Yeah. You go level the playing field a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And we just gonna have an open dialogue. There ain't gonna be no video. We're gonna kind of just continue this conversation, and wherever the conversation flows, that'll work.
Big blessing.
I appreciate this though. I appreciate the conversation because we don't get to talk
you
about
too, Alicia. Alyssa. You got me talking like Norris now. You got me talking like Norris. All right, Alicia. Y'all have a good night.
All right. But yeah, is there any more?
Oh,
she said I got that. She shook her head no, like you know me, bro.
I don't listen to him. I don't know. Bring him up. Bring everybody up.
We in classical talk. We in classical talk.
We're gonna see about it.
We'll talk. I'll hit you up tomorrow, class. I'll hit you up on the line.
Man. Hey, good night, y'all, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
Absolutely.
All right, for sure.
What's good, my Souls of Thought family? It's your boy Norris, and I want to tell you before you leave this video today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't already, make sure you leave a comment, hit the like button, share this content, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And as I leave every video, God loves you, which is most importantly. I love you. You're beautiful, and your boy's out. Let go.